Ladies and gentlemen, today we are back again with the last segment of the property update. So Dragon Tan will update us today on the condo market and the landed property and the rental market. So exciting things are happening there, and those people who are sitting on some big fat profits and looking for some opportunity, you better listen to this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's dovetail now to condos. Right, tell me about condos.
Condo wise, resale condo, I feel, my personal opinion, you haven't go to that stage yet where people are crazy about it. But in terms of the pricing, in terms of the PSF right now, I think that uh, the level of pricing or the level of entry price currently right now is still very attractive to me as compared to the new launches for this year. Because the new launch condo likelihood is going to be average around 2007, 2008 PSF for second half of this year. You see a lot of condo new launches, maybe Bayshore. Upcoming next year, there's this Hougang integrated at Hougang Central there. Chuang Grove this year. You can see some of the launches can be as high as average 2007, 2008 PSF. In the resale market, you will see the condo probably is still offering you 1006 to 1008 PSF, which I think is still very attractive. And the buyer will be lured back into the resale market for sure, because right now I see a discrepancy again. In probably your own professional term, you say arbitrage, but I see a big gap coming, because what happens is that over the second half of last year, developer go for government land sales and they try to bid the land higher and higher. So suddenly when the land price jump, meaning it translates that the developer has to sell higher. So this year we'll see a lot of new launches. They're selling 2007, 2008 in the Heartlander area as high as 3000 PSF. This will be where I think the buyer will be coming back into the resale market, where they feel that they'll be more sensitive in terms of PSF, in terms of pricing. So I'm still very positive on the resale condo market um, for the second half of the year onward, which I guess that if let's say for agents who are looking to beef up their listing, you can take a look at resale market and try to beef up as many as possible, because most of the agent in the market, they love to sell new launches, and new launches is what is very hot over the last 1 year, 1.5 year. Every new launch, people are selling like hotcakes, or developers are laughing all their way to the bank.
What about resale?
Resale right now is still not as it's moving, not very quiet. It's moving, and it's also not very hot. But coming forward, I guess that in the second half of this year, we'll see reasonably probably the market movement and responses. It should be fast, because there's a big arbitrage right now. I'll see in terms of pricing, there's a big buffer
I see.
compared to new launches. Imagine new launches
launches.
is selling you 2000 PSF, resale you can get for 1007, 1008. That's a difference of 1000 PSF. I think
1000
it offer,
PSF.
yes, because the new launch is going to sell at around 2007, 2008 PSF in the second half of the year.
Wow.
In resale, you still can get it for 1007, 1008.
Why is there such a big gap? Is it because everybody is opportunistically trying to make money out of the new launches?
Buyer love to buy new launch. One reason can be because during the COVID 2020, 2021, buyers who bought new launch, they just hold for 3 to 4 years. They have made a decent profit of 500K to 600K for a 3 bedroom new launch condo. So because they have made this kind of profit margin and they have made from new launch, they tend to go back to new launch again after they sold their first pot of gold. So everywhere it seems like crazy over the last 1.5 years on new launches. But in the resale market, it's not moving as fast as new launch. That's the funny part. The resale market is not moving fast, but the new launch is moving like hotcakes.
I see.
But since
Okay.
the price gap is getting wider and wider, there'll be a time I feel I as a buyer, I'll go back to a resale market where the price between the two segments need to be narrowed before the new launch can go to the next level again. Because
Oh.
it's quite imbalanced. If the new launch go out of the way from 2008, 3000 to 3005, while the resale market still remain at 1006 to 1008 PSF level, it don't make sense.
You're
So
absolutely
there
right.
should be a time where the resale condo will go up to the next level. But of course, it depends on how new or how old the resale condo is. people are still the buyers in the market, they still tend to favor those product or those resale condo that's probably within 5 years to 10 years. Not too
Okay.
old, not too old. It
Okay.
applies to resale HDB as well, not too old as well,
Yep.
and which determine the response and the demand.
All right. Good. Okay. So now we talk about condo. Let's talk about landed property.
Landed.
Red hot, is it?
Landed. Forever hot. Um, Owners are asking sky high prices, going up and up. Inter terrace, what you can buy with an inter terrace back then during 2020, 2021, around 2.5 to 3 million. Right now, probably the owner want to sell you 4.5 to 5 million within the last 4 to 5 years. A small plot of land in Macpherson, 883 square feet, for example. What is used to be 1.5 million, right now they want to sell you for 2.5 million for
800 square feet.
883 square feet. Yes.
That's
If let's say
smaller
it's
than a three-room flat, man.
you can't even park the car over at the there's no car porch. You have to park outside. You can't even park inside the house. What happened exactly is that if let's say the 883 square feet come with a newly rebuilt so-called inter terrace, the owner can be asking for 3.5.
What about old landed property, let's say in Clementi or those?
West Coast you mean like in the West Coast area?
Yeah,
Same. It's the same.
same.
Clementi, okay. Personally, I don't stay in the West, but personally, I love Clementi. Clementi is a place where a lot of buyers will tend to favor it because it's really a education tertiary town, tertiary estate, with all the SIM, NUS, all the polytechnics are there. Even the NUS High is also there. All the good primary school are there. I don't know why lah. Even Nanhua is also there. So a lot of good school are there. So it tend to favor with a lot of parents. Is it Kiasu parents? I don't know. Yeah, parents who want their children to probably study in all these good school. It favor a lot of buyers who are parents of this category. So the demand for Clementi in terms of rental is good. Demand for the property there is good as well. For the landed wise, probably is around West Coast area, which is around the same price range that I mentioned, 4.5 to 5.5 million for inter terrace. Semi-D these days is around probably can be around 7 to 8 million for a
Oh,
newly built semi-D.
my goodness.
Yes. So
Okay.
it depends on how big the land is, and whether is that the structure on it, is it a newly built structure or probably it's an old building. If it's an old building, depend whether you can do A&A, do some cosmetic to the facade, and depend on what is the how big the land is, and from there you can offer the price, but the price range is always around there.
I
Cannot escape.
see.
I haven't seen anything that is below 3 mil. Even that's landed below 3 mil, or even a 3 mil landed, probably is 99 years leasehold,
I
which
see.
is around 30 plus years left around lease of 60 plus years. So these are the 99 years leasehold. Probably
Wow.
is around 3 mil plus already.
Wow. What about rental market right
Crazy,
now?
right?
Generally speaking, rental market.
Rental market it's not that fast. There's still response. It's very seasonal. So the whole of last year in December definitely is quiet. So the rental response came back in January itself. So still moving. But as compared to our previous video during the COVID in 2022, wow, that one is really crazy. People just grab the rental without even view the house. Remember when the border opened in May 2022? There's a so-called a rush of demand of expats. A lot of companies start to rehire, and suddenly there was not even enough supply for rental in Singapore. A lot of expats saying that it's a nightmare to rent a house in Singapore. Everybody is trying to grab for it. So currently, right now, I think that we're in a very interesting situation. Market is not as fast as back then. The rental price in some of the estates has softened, not as high as before, of course. But we still see the pricing in the resale condo, typically in the heartlander area, is still creeping upward. Still creeping upward. It's not like this way of chong, it's creeping upward.
I see.
Subtly.
Okay. That's good news, right? From a rental perspective.
Rental perspective, I think it's good news, stable. But of course, at the same time, we still read a lot of news on, Amazon lay off, some of the tech firm are lay off because of AI. GDP, there's still growth in Singapore. So it's a bit of mixed feeling. Yeah, our economy is doing well, GDP, there's growth,
GDP
property
nowadays
prices.
and job growth doesn't necessarily match anymore.
Yeah. So it's something that probably you'll be able to enlighten me. It's something that probably I cannot understand. It's a bit confusing. I think that so whether people are still prospering or not, I think that property price, well, there's not a direct impact as yet. Just that things is slower than before, not as crazily fast back in 2022, 2023.
I see. Okay, very good. Well, looks like I think we've got some stability in the market,
Very
and
stable, yes.
things are kind of becoming a bit more okay, which is what actually the government wants. The government wants a stable property market. Don't want it to go up too much, and don't want it to fall too hard. So just stable. I think the government is kind of reaching what they are achieving. Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
so they're reaching what they are aspiring for. So I think that's good. Okay. Any any view on the last note before I wrap up? Do you think the government will relax some of the property market rules, especially like for example the 15-month wait or something like that, or ABSD?
There's some kind of hint, but there's no concrete things. I think the government typically their policy maker they study statistic for easily at least 2 quarter. So it's not going to be something very immediate unless there's some significant increase or significant decline. Probably they think that they need to have some leeway to lift off the measure to stimulate the market. Probably yes, but so far, I don't think that anything that is very overly pessimistic in the market, as well as but in a sense of a new launch, I still feel it's very optimistic. But when it comes to is there any so-called overly pessimistic in the resale market? I don't find anything. Just that the market is not as fast as in the past. In certain segment like resale HDB is slower. In certain segment like maybe resale condo, is slower than before, but the price are still creeping up. I think government is still studying the volume transaction as well, to determine how they're going to move forward. Of course, the policy maker, they're all very smart people. They're all very smart people. So right now, I don't foresee any measure. Probably second half, then we will monitor and see how the whole thing goes.
Okay, very good. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate this.
No
And
problem.
for anybody who needs professional help from Dragon Tan and Company, he has got a team of 100 over people helping him as well. But I'll put his contact number somewhere around. You'll reach out to him. Don't reach out to me. There actually people write to me as if I'm the one doing the property real estate specialist business. But anyway, thanks a lot for giving us the pulse of the market.
Hey, welcome, Sifu. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you again. Okay, thank you.
So I'll see you soon for Chinese New Year. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.